So now that we're able to model what it's like when we multiply one algebraic term by another algebraic term, and we know that we can turn a length, that is an x to a single power or an unknown to a single power, into a square, so that's an x to a power of 2, or a variable to a power of 2, or into a variable to the power of 3, giving us a cube, then we're going to be able to actually simplify when we have multiplication of two algebraic terms. Okay, so I am going to multiply this length x by the length of 3x. So I actually need 3 x's. So I can form, if I use this outline, I can form a rectangle. So if I use a length of x and a width of 3x, I can form a rectangle which looks like this, right? So I have 3x here and I have x here, and that's really like saying 1x squared and 2x squared and 3x squared. So x times 3x gives me 3x squared. Now how can I do that algebraically without my model? So algebraically I might think that I actually had 1x here, and so each term has the coefficient, so that's the number, as well as the variable. So both of these have the variable of x, and one has a coefficient of 1 and the other has a coefficient of 3. And so I've actually figured out that the way I can multiply is by multiplying my coefficients, so 1 times 3, and then multiplying my variables, x times x. So we know that 1 times 3 is 3, and x times x we've already seen gives us x squared. So I get the answer 3x squared just using the algebraic representation instead of the model. Okay, we can also simplify this question down below, 2m minus m. Now I don't have any m lengths, but there's no reason why I couldn't use this for m, since I don't have it representing x anymore, and the variable can be whatever I wish. So I'm going to write the coefficient of 1 in here, so it's actually 2 times negative 1, sorry, 2m times negative 1m. And following my rule then of multiplying the coefficients first, so 2 times negative 1 and m times m to multiply the variables gives me 2 times negative 2, that's negative 2, and m times m is m squared. So the result of simplifying or multiplying 2m and negative 1m, or just plain negative m, is negative 2m squared. Okay, our last example then is to simplify and express your answer as a single term. So I have 4v multiplying 5v squared. So if I use the rule where I put the coefficients, that is the values, the constant values, together, then I would multiply 4 and 5, and then I would multiply by the variables. So I have a v multiplying v squared. And so we saw earlier that if we had a square and we multiplied it by the same length, then we wound up with a cube. So I'm going to have v cubed, but how many v cubes I have is 4 times 5, so I will have 20 v cubed. So this example came from IXL.com, grade 9, multiplying monomials, and you are welcome to try some of these as well.